Hello and welcome to firststepsinforex.com. Now today we are looking at the euro dollar. It's the 6th of March, it's a Sunday, so it's a day before the market opens again. This is the euro dollar daily chart. And as you can see, over the last few weeks we've had a strong upward rise. We came back down and now we're going back up again in the original direction. So it's obviously the euro dollar is very bullish at the moment. And in fact we can see we had an old uptrend line now. Let's take that. We had one here. Let's adjust that now because it seems to be forming a different kind of trend, I would say, about there. And we obviously we broke through this smaller downward trend and we broke through up here. We had a longer term one. If we go to the weekly chart, we had a longer term downward trend and we've smashed through that, which is obviously a very bullish statement. Okay, go back to the daily chart. And in the last, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, last 3 days we've been shooting up, and we're now at around the 139831. Now we're very close to a large round number. In fact, we've pretty well closed on that round number, which is a major support resistance point. In fact, this is a pivot point, the 140000. So let's draw that in. No, wait, I got that in the wrong place. Hold on, let's delete that. Try it again. This is clearly a major potential turning point because of the 1500. And because it's so important, it really could lead to multiple areas. You see it's bounced off here before, here. So it's definitely a major turning point, potential turning point. And we closed just below it, a few pips just below it. However, we have a bit of a conflict here. We have a strong upward move over the last few weeks. We've closed just below what could potentially be a major turning point. But we don't have any other evidence to suggest. At the moment we've got a round number and a pivot area, which are pretty powerful. Is there anything else that could help us? Well, let's check the Fibonacci from this previous high. And look, we've also got a 78.6% return. Now that's interesting. There's three things here that are potentially a reversal point, and they're pretty powerful. So that's a conjunction. So it is more likely, in my opinion, that we might have a reaction and drop back down. However, we won't know until it happens. So I will not go long, I will not go short until we go below the low of the previous, on Friday's low. And I would not go long until we're above the high of the Friday's close. If you look at that, it's not really a doji because the open and close are still quite far apart, but there's potential there. It's like it's a potential there to be a sort of sort of weakish doji, and we won't know what happens. I mean, if in the future we go negative and we go down in, and that would be a clear candlestick pattern. So at the moment I would suggest that it's more likely to drop, but we're not going to make the drop until we go below here. We're not going to go short until we go below here, and we're not going to go long until we go below here. Let's go back to the weekly chart. You can see smack on. Now here's an interesting one. Just above you have the 88.6, which is also the 161.8 extension from this where was it, from this here, from this Fibonacci high to there, and rebounding up, extending beyond the original 100%. So there's a conjunction there of Fibonacci's retracements as well, which could be another target if we do carry on going up. Okay, it's very bullish, so we don't. Although I would say it's more likely to react and go down, we can't really tell until it happens. Okay, so we have to be cautious. But whatever will happen, I think it'll be quite a big mood. It's either going to keep tearing up. I mean, we could bounce back down to this area and then shoot back up again and keep going strongly upwards. There's all sorts of things that can happen. Personally, I think we're going to drop, but I don't know, and I'm not going to make any move until we've gone below the low of Friday, and I'm not going to go I'm not going to go long until we're above the high of Friday. Okay, so just wait it out. Let's see what happens when Europe, UK, etc. opens up on Monday morning. Okay, let's have a quick look at the monthly chart. We still have the euro dollar still in the very long term dropping. Okay. And maybe we're heading for some kind of trend line here, downward trend, and we can bounce off that and keep going down. Who knows? It's very difficult to tell. There's obviously a major turning point here back in October 2008, sorry, June 2008. Another one there. Let's see what the Fibonacci was. Getting close to 78.6%. Let's check the Fibonacci here. Not much, no real close scenario there, unless there was. Let's change some colours because it's getting confusing. Hold on. Let's make this one blue. See, there was a 50% from here. So if you notice, there was a 50% retracement between here and here, which was interesting as well. Okay, we're now coming up close. Obviously, let's zoom in a bit. Between here and here, we've hit this 78.6 on the monthly chart. So, there's a lot of things suggesting we could bounce back down again, but let's wait and see, as we said. So, to conclude, we have a pivot area, support and resistance zone. We have a very major round number, 1.40000. We have a 78.6% Fibonacci from this high to this low. And it's all conjunction. Is all conjuncting around this area. It suggests there's going to be a reversal. However, it's been a recently strong upward move trend line, and we can't ignore that. Okay, so there's a lot of momentum for going up. I think my instinct tells me we're going to drop down a bit, but then maybe back down to here and carry on going up. But we won't know until, and we won't make any move. We won't go short until we're below here, the low of Friday, or above the high of Friday. That's our decision to enter. Okay, stop loss can be at least 50 pips, maybe 100 pips, to see what kind of reaction there will be. Okay, to give it some space to breathe. If you're making intraday trades, then you can lower your stop loss to say 30, 40, 50 points. Okay, so that's it for this update. If you want to know more about the tools I use to help me make my trading decisions, then please go to www.firststepsinforex.com. You can register there, and you can receive a free 150-page ebook and 6 videos showing you how to showing you all the tools of a trade. And also I do a free blog updates, my YouTube channel as well. You can see all the details on the website when you go to www.firststepsinforex.com. Okay, and you can also follow me on Twitter. All the details are there at the top of the page. Okay, great. So thanks very much for listening. I shall try and update in a few days, and I hope that was useful. And thank you very much. Goodbye.